Look at the time, where does it go? So much to craft, so much to sew.
Good morning, gifted crafters. It's crafting time.
I swear I can sew a straight line. Got me my buddy who can do it in no time. Hit the pedal to the metal, watch the stitches fly. That's my buddy, it's always by my side. So here's to my buddy, it's just me and my machine. Stitching our dreams, yeah, we make quite a team. Together we stitch, yeah, together we mend. Nothing is better than my sewing friend. So let me sew to my heart's content, stitching away till the fabric gets spent. Hypnotized, up and down the needle goes. Thread leaves the bobbin, so does my woes. So here's to my buddy, it's just me and my machine. Stitching our dreams, yeah, we make quite a team. Together we stitch, yeah, together we mend. Nothing is better than my sewing friend. There ain't a rip or torn my buddy can't fix. Keep it well oiled, a little TLC, that's the trick. Life with no machine, wouldn't know what to do. Take care of it, he'll take care of you too. So here's to my buddy, it's just me and my machine. Stitching up dreams, yeah, we make quite a team. Together we stitch, yeah, together we mend. Nothing is better than my sewing friend.
Live from the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida, here is the Gifted Crafters Morning Show with Nancy.
Let's have a good time. Ooh, time to get our craft on. Ooh, time to have fun. Ooh, time to feel good.
Good morning, Gifted Crafters, and welcome back to the Gifted Crafters Morning Show. Hello out there. Good morning, good morning. Awesome. I see people from Cary, North Carolina, Alabama. We've got Louisiana. We've got Florida, and there's my neighbor. Hey, neighbor. We've got Maryland. We've got Texas, Connecticut, Michigan. Good morning. Oh my goodness. And my friends from Canada are here again. Good morning to everyone. Hey, Quilting with Harriet, Flo, JBL, Faker McFake, Phil, Cindy, Robin, Becky, Annette, Cindy, Flo, Jackie. Oh my gosh. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm so excited to be with you guys today for another morning show. Yay! And guys, you know, I just want to, right off the top, I took a quick look this morning, and we are so close to getting to our goal of 10,000 subscribers. We're less than 100 subscribers away. I am so excited. We just might make it before even the end of the month. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe next month. I don't know. But I'm really excited about that. We're going to hit 10,000 subscribers. That's really amazing. And it's all thanks to you guys. I truly appreciate all of your support. I think it's fantastic that you guys can tune in the mornings with me and spend a little stitching time with me and maybe get you a little bit inspired to get some stuff done and get into that craft room, because it's all about making things, having a great time, and just, you know, being around friends and loved ones. So thank you guys so much. Alrighty, good morning, yay! Yes, I really appreciate it, guys. You guys are really amazing. Awesome, awesome. Okay, like we do every morning, and before I kind of go off into my usual toast in the morning, just if you're here for the first time, my name is Nancy with GiftsHQ, and we do these daily sessions and we just talk about all kinds of crafting. We do little demos, little projects, all kinds of things, anything that comes up in our crafting world. We like to share all kinds of tips, tricks, and ideas. So jump into that chat, because we have an amazing community, and it's really wonderful how we all help each other out with all kinds of tips and tricks. So please don't be afraid to go into the chat. We are a very friendly little bunch, and we love to have you. Alrighty, so it's the morning, right? Grab your little cup of whatever it is you have in the morning, that coffee, that tea, that water, that soda. There's no judgment here. It's whatever it is you have in the morning to get you going. And let's go ahead and do our little toast. I'm going to grab 2 little sips here. Okay, maybe that was 3, but needed it. Want to make sure my voice doesn't go on me. So definitely, I hope you guys are enjoying your little drink in the morning, and we're of course going to have some snacks with that, right? I mean, how can you not have a snack in the morning, right? Maybe it's a little bit of breakfast, just a little something to get you going. So we're going to do some walking today, and we're going to walk over with our little food cart, and we're going to roll that around. And yeah, guys, we have everything that you would want in this little cart. It's jammed packed with all kinds of goodies. So you can have your muffin, your bagel, your coffee, your tea, your donuts, your sodas, your croissants, all those little pastries and muffins. And of course, we've got the kale and carrots for all of our healthy people out there. So go ahead, grab anything you want. It's totally free. And I hope you guys enjoy that this morning. So go ahead and grab your snack, grab your drink, get yourself into your cozy little spot. Yay, cinnamon raisin bagel, yum. Small decaf coffee, no problem, Becca, we got it for you. Awesome. Okay, I may even get another little swivel. Let's see. Oh, food cart, yay. Awesome. Okay. Oh, the graphics are entertaining, Harriet. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoy them. Well, that's a big great big thanks for our Mr. H over there, right? That's the hubby that does all the graphics for me. He loves that stuff. He's got those IT people, right? You know, us accountants and the IT people, we work well together, I guess, right? Alrighty. So let's see here. I am going to go ahead and getting a little hot in here, right? So let's go ahead and get started with our project here. So I'm going to give you a little recap. So we went ahead and we are doing a little Christmas. This is a table runner and a pillow pattern that you can get. And this is a really cute little set. It's by Beverly McCullough, and she's from Flamingo Toes. And this is a Riley Blake's design. Let's see here. Uh-oh, is my mic a little bit too low? Are you guys having issues hearing me, or are you good? Let me know in the chat if we are good for audio. Yeah, I think we're good. Hubby's saying I'm good. Okay. He thought it was a little low. Okay. I think we're good. Awesome. All right. So, yeah. So we're doing this little Christmas, and we showed all the fabrics yesterday. We starched them. We've ironed them. And I did a little bit of cutting yesterday. So this is the pattern in case you guys want to see that here again. That's the pattern. It comes in a really pretty little box. Again, it's a Riley Blake design. Really gorgeous fabrics that it comes with. And I did my cutting, at least for some of them. I didn't do all of them. I did the cutting for fabrics A through D. And I have them all laid out here on my pretty little board. Let's see, I don't think I can get it anymore on this side. Let me show you on the overhead. So there it is. Got all the fabrics laid out here for these 4 pieces. And I think this is what we're going to try to do today. I don't know if we'll get through the whole thing, but we fussy cutted 1 stack, and then we went ahead and cut some of the other pieces. And these are all the pieces that are going to surround this first block, little mini block here. And we're going to continue to build out our block. And we've got to make 4 blocks. That's going to make the table runner. And they also give you enough fabric to make a pillow with it as well. So really, really cute. Something I'm just going to make for my mom. I know she loves all kinds of home decor stuff. So this will be our little table runner for our table for Christmas. So I am not an affiliate, but the link is below on the description in case you guys are interested. I just really like to craft. I know I'm really bad at that stuff. I got to get better at it at some point, but too excited about this. So I want to just keep going. Alrighty, so before we get to all of that, let's go over to our crafting news because we've got a lot to share for that. So let's see, here we go. We have to go over to Sheridan, Wyoming, and they've got a wonderful group of quilters that call themselves Love in Stitches. And they just made another special delivery to a local hospital, and this wasn't their first time doing it. They've got some talented, big-hearted crafters over there, and they've been sewing up kindness since 2013. They create handmade quilts, and they bring comfort to the patients at the Sheridan Memorial Hospital. Now, they just dropped off some colorful children blankets for young kids that are visiting the pediatric unit, along with some soft lap quilts for adults in long-term care. And over the years, they've donated over 500 quilts. And just 2 members alone, Penny and Cynthia, have given over 330 of those since 2016. Isn't that just incredible? Wow. Now, these quilts aren't just fabric and thread, they're just amazing, just really full of tons of hugs and stitched with love, and it's really meant to ease a tough day, to remind the folks, you know, that they're not alone. So this is really neat because the team shared this with the hospital patients, and, you know, they just enjoy making these handmade items. It really just gives them a nice feeling that someone really cares and remembers about them. So I think that that is truly an amazing story. Then we also have something that's a little bit fun here. So did you know that your old sewing machine might be worth a small fortune here? Well, it can be. They've got some vintage models that are from 1930 through 1970. And they're now selling for hundreds and in some cases even thousands of dollars. So the collectors and quilters are all around the world, and they're on the hunt for these sturdy, well-made machines because they still sew really beautifully, even after all these decades, right? So for example, if you have a Singer Featherweight 221, you could be sitting on anywhere between $800 to $3,000. So that's pretty cool, huh? So a while back, we did a little story about a woman and her family who used to love their Singer featherweights. So can you imagine what she has there? And these little machines weigh about 11 pounds, but they sew like a dream. So that's pretty cool that your beauty can go up to maybe even $4,000. So pretty neat. They have all different kinds of machines that are hot on the vintage market. And what makes them so valuable is the actual craftsmanship of the machine. They were built with solid metal parts, and they don't have a lot of the plastic parts that kind of break off a lot that we see nowadays, but they really sew fantastic. And I think they're a really amazing and nice collection to have in your room. So I thought that was pretty cool, don't you? I think that's neat. So that's what we've got for our sewing news. Now we've got a lot to do here to get started on our little project. So I'm really anxious to get this going. So like I said, I have pre-cut some of the pieces here. We talked yesterday about fussy cutting, and I did do some fussy cutting. So let me share with you what I did. And I'm going to move this box over here. So I went ahead and fussy cutted a couple of blocks, actually 4 of them, because they require 4 for the table runner here. And this is the first one that I fussy cut. So a little reindeer or a little deer with some trees in the background. I thought she was really cute. Then I've got a little Christmas tree here. I thought that one was cute. Also have the little candy canes. And we did the fireplace. So I thought those were pretty cool to start off with. So all 4 of these now are going to be incorporated into the table runner. And I thought they would be really cute, you know. So there were so many designs on that fabric. There's so much to pick from. And let me show you what I have in terms of leftover. Hold on. So these are all the pieces that I cut. And this is fabric A. And you can see here, I've got quite a lot left. So plenty to make the pillow with, and probably something else. I don't know. I can probably use the rest of this fabric for something else. So they do a pretty good job in terms of leaving you with some fabric. So I think, you know, we're pretty good in terms of that. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I guess, you know, it allows you to make, you know, in case you make some mistakes, you will still have enough fabric to kind of move on and kind of correct it and do something else with it. So lots of fun there. Okay, so what are we going to do now? So now that we've got our little square here that we fussy cut it out, the pattern tells you to go ahead and use fabric B, and I won't give you the cutting instructions or any of that. You'd have to buy the pattern for that. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take, let's see, I need pattern B. I'm going to take this one here. I'm actually going to grab 2 of them for right now. You're going to need 4 in total, but we'll just take 2 for now. And I'm going to move my little board out of the way. Hopefully that doesn't fall. Let's just move this way. Okay. And what it tells you to do is basically you're going to take the back of your fabric. So this is fabric B here, which are some squares that we had to cut up. And it's asking you to do basically the stitch and flip. So you're going to just draw a diagonal line from corner to corner, and we're going to line that up right here. Of course, it's going to be right sides together, right? We're going to bump it up right up into that corner, and then we're going to sew along the drawn line and then kind of flip it over. And so you'll have the same basic shape of the square, and we're going to do that on both sides here, and then we're going to rotate it and do both sides here. So you're basically going to end up with the kind of square and a square, I guess they call it. So let me show you where that is on the diagram here. This is the part that we're working on, is the center square right here. That's what's fussy cutted in the middle, and then we're going to do the 4 sides there. So that's what we're going to be working on today. So let's see how this comes out. I'm a little bit nervous about doing this because I always hear power tools with threads. If you ever watch her channel, Becky always tells you maintain the integrity of the base shape. So that's always in my head. Oh God, I got to keep this and maintain that shape, and hopefully I'm gonna do it. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try, right? If anything, I always got my little seam ripper to help me out. So we're gonna do this. Okay, a little nervous about this. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I've got my little Creative Grids ruler that I use for this type of a process. And I'm gonna line it up corner to corner. And I gotta grab my little pen. I have this little, this is a water soluble marking pencil, and I like to kind of use this one. So hopefully I get a nice thin line that I can kind of, thin enough that I can see it, but then I can also, you know, do this. I got this, Nancy. I hope so, Heather. I hope so. Fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. Oh God, I'm getting nervous. Okay. We can do this, right? We can do this. Okay, we're going to draw the little line here. Got my nice little line. Okay. And there's my first line. I'll let you guys see it on that desk cam here. Can you guys see that? Let's see. It's a little thin, but yeah, we've got the little line. There we go. Okay, let me see. I don't know why my mic keeps moving around on me. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Alrighty. Now I'm going to go with the next one. I'll go ahead and draw the line again. Corner to corner. Now it's a little bit off to the corner, right? I think I'd have to go a little bit off so that I can get it exactly on there. And then I'm going to mark off the piece that I'm going to flip over. Just like this. See my little X there? Very faint, but you can see it. Okay, so now I'm going to take my square, right sides together, and I am going to line it up right on top there. And I'm just going to give it a little pin. Tiny little pin. Just going to pin that in place. Okay. And I should not see any of the fussy cutted square. And if I flip it over, I should not see any of the little square. Yes, don't forget to cut off the side. Yes, I did mark that, but I don't like the way it's lined up. So let me do that again. It's kind of off just slightly. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay. Let's show you guys what we got here. Okay, here we are. So we have this all pinned. You can't see this bottom square. I shouldn't be able to see it out, coming out, peeking out here or here. So I think we're good here. And if I flip it over, I shouldn't see it on the other side. I do see this tiny little piece. You guys see that? It's just tiny. So I just kind of move it with my fingers, but I think we're good. There we go. Okay. Let's hold that off. And so now I'm going to sew right on that line, and I should, let me just bring this sewing machine over. Got something right, little hair or something right on my face. Driving me a little nuts there. Okay. All right. Had to kind of move things around this morning and get this going. Let me put my little light on here, my little homemade light. Kind of falling apart a little bit here. There we go. And let me make sure once more that I am good. And now I'm going to be flipping this side of my fabric over here. So I'm going to sew right on the line, and this should flip. So because I'm going to flip this side, I'm going to be cutting this piece off after I've sewn it. So I am going to sew just outside of this line, more on the side that I'm going to cut. And that's going to give me enough room to flip this over so that it's nice and trimmed. And if I flip too much on this side, I can always trim that piece off. But if I sew on this side, I'm going to come up short, and that's not going to be good. So it's definitely going to be on this side. Okay, so let's give this a try. Okay, fingers crossed, guys. Let me just make sure nothing is peeking out again. It seems like it keeps moving on me, even though I have it pinned. Okay, I think it's all right now. So I will go ahead and put this down. Any last minute tips before I go ahead and sew this? Let me know now. But I think we got it here. So far, so good. I'm going to move this to about, my stitch length should be about 3 inches. Celia said, you really should try the Creative Grid's folded corner clipper ruler on these sew-in flips. It makes them so much easier and so much more accurate. Okay. I will look into that, Celia. I'm going to look into that. I don't know how much do those go for, but let's see. Drop needle hang onto tails. Drop needle hang onto tails. What do you mean, Cindy? I'm going to drop the needle. Is that what you mean? I think that's what you mean. Yeah. Oh, hold on to the tails. Now I see what you were saying. That's okay. I can still kind of grab it. There we go. Yeah, I always forget to do that, to hold on to it, and so it doesn't get that little nest that you'll get in the end. I'll try to hold it back here. Alrighty. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and sew that. Alrighty, I think that went okay. All right. Can you guys, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on there. Let me try to show it to you from here. It's a little difficult, but I think you guys can see it. I think we're good. And so I'm going to go ahead and remove the pin. And I'm just going to finger fold this with my hands, and I think we did pretty good. Let's see that. Yeah. Can you guys see that? Yeah. I think we did pretty good. Yay! Thank you, Becky. Maintain the integrity of the base shape. Don't you guys all say that? I always have her voice in my head telling me to do that. She's my little mentor. So yes, definitely. I think we did a good job here. So yay, I'm excited. Okay, we're going to do the other side now. So I know I have to cut that off, but let me do the other side first, and then we'll come back and do that. Okay, I'm going to line it up, and I'll try to do it over here. See if you guys can see a little bit. Let me see. Try to do it over here. Okay. I can't see too well from there, but I can tell from the camera that I think I'm good. So I'm going to hold on to that, grab my pin again, and I'm going to pin this in place and then just check it. Let's see. Yeah, see, I don't like where I pinned it. I kind of moved. Let's try that again. Okay. Looks good on this side. This little tiny piece is hanging out. So I'm going to adjust it. Something about the pins in me today. They're not wanting to work with me. Okay. All right. One more time. Pinning it again. There. Much better. Okay. Can't see it on this side. Flip it over. We can't see it on that side. So we're good. So I'm bringing this over to the machine. And here we go again. Grab our threads out of the way. Line this up. Just off to the side slightly. And let's bring down our needle. Think we're good. And let me see here. Grab threads. Okay, here we go. Oops, sorry guys, I bumped the camera a little bit. Okay. I guess it's okay to go a little slow. I always want to sew really fast. So I have that bad habit. So there we are. Let's see, can you guys see this here? Yeah, so it is just right underneath the line. And I think we're good there. So I'm going to remove the pin. And let me put this over to the side a little bit. And I'm going to finger press this down. Oh, Celia, thank you for the super chat. You're so sweet. Thank you so much, Celia. I really appreciate that. You are really, really sweet. Thank you so much. Guys, you guys are just amazing. You inspire me and you're going to keep me going, and I'm going to keep doing my little projects here. Thank you guys so much. Okay. Let's see. Not too bad. It's just like maybe a hair off a little bit on this one. Let's see. Maybe it's me. It could have been because I wasn't paying attention when I finger pressed it. So hold on. No, I think it's good. I think it's okay. I think it's going to be fine. So we've got both sides. Let me show you. This was the one side. We're good there. And now here's the other side. This is the one that we just did. And I see a little slither on this side. But when I look at it this way, it's lined up. So I think we're okay. So I'm going to see when I lay it flat, actually looks good. So I'm good with this. I'm actually good. So now we're going to have to cut off that piece that we don't need now, right? So we're going to cut off the bottom piece of the fabric with the fussy cut on it. And we're going to cut off that piece where we marked the X on our fabric. And yeah, iron will fix it. I think so too, because it's just so tiny off. I think the iron's going to do it for me. So let's cut that piece off right here. And let's see. Let me grab my other ruler. I didn't bring that one out with me. I'm just going to bring my small one out. And while I do that, I am going to heat up the iron that I did put down here. It was getting a little cluttered here, so I just set it down for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in and get this going. Okay. Alrighty. So let's line this up and cut this out. Now this ruler, you know, I have kind of a love-hate relationship with this ruler because it has that little 1/4 inch on the side, which is good for some projects, but for others it's not. And it kind of drives me nuts that I have to keep turning it around, but it's fine for cutting. It's just, sometimes it drives me a little nutty. Okay, but I do like that it has a nice solid line on that 1/4 inch. That's why I grabbed this one. So I can line it up right on my seam allowance here. Just making sure that I am right there. And then I can go ahead and cut these 2 layers off. Okay. So definitely that's what I want to do. So we're going to go ahead and do that with this ruler, but I'm going to go ahead and iron this piece first because I want to make sure that this is going to lay nice and flat and it looks good before I actually cut it, because if I have to go back and do the seam ripper, I will, right? Yeah. Alrighty, let's see. This is heating up and I think it's ready to go. I did forget to kind of bring my little board here. Sorry guys, hate to give you guys my back. Now I had a little run-in with my little board here. I was a little upset about that. I left the iron sitting and I was thinking that I had this iron that kind of raises when you put it down, and I left it a little too long and made my little stain right on my mat. So yeah, not too happy about that. So I may try to replace the cover on here, do something. I tried to kind of dab it with water and see if I can get rid of it, but it's pretty much set. It's not going to go anywhere. So we'll have to recover our little ironing board, but that's okay. Just another project for us to do, right? Okay, so let's put this down. I'm going to start with this corner first. And let's grab the iron. And let's press this down. Nice little heat. 1, 2, 3. Let's take that off. I didn't bring out my clapper with me. Let me grab it real quick. Let's see if I can find the small one, that is, but if not, I will grab the big one. That's fine. That works just fine. Okay. Alrighty. That is looking really, really good. I love it. Try cleaning it with some diluted peroxide. Really, Jackie? Okay. I didn't think of that, but I never heard of that, but okay, I'll give it a try. Do you think that will work? I would be great, so I don't have to recover it, because I really love the pattern on this. It's really pretty. But I'll give it a try. Thanks for the tip. Cindy says, I am saving all the triangles that are cut off. I put them in an empty cheese puff ball barrel. Gonna make something someday. Oh, awesome. I'm sure you will. Yeah, that's true. These little triangles, you can definitely do something with them. Definitely. You know, I hate throwing away little scraps. I have little containers full of scraps. Let me see if I have, do I have my little one out? Oh, I don't. I think I have it in the other room. I have a little container all full of little scraps and things. And I like to kind of just put it in there and just throw them in there. And then when it gets full, then I'll take them out and see, okay, what can I do with this, right? So, yeah. Alrighty, let's do the other side here. And let's grab it here. And here, 1, 2, 3, and left. Okay. Well, we'll have to see how this comes out. Let the clapper do its thing here. Okay. Well, actually, I don't know. I think it's okay. It's not too bad. What do you guys think? Okay, so this is the corner that I think came out fine. No issues there. Here's my other corner. You guys see that? It's that tiny little slither that is off. But I think it's going to be okay. You know, if anything, that tiny little piece is going to be in the seam allowance. So I think it's okay. What do you guys think? It's just such a tiny little slither that's sticking out. I think it's going to be fine. So I think we're good to cut it. Okay. I don't see any objections, so I think we're okay. So now let's grab this little ruler. And I am going to lift this up here. And I'm going to line it up. You think it's okay, Robin? Okay, good. It's fine. Awesome. Okay, great. Great, great, great. Yeah, they get caught up in the 1/4 inch seam. I think so too. Yes, I think we'll be good. Alrighty, so let me line this up here a 1/4 inch, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my cut. Did I put that away too? I put all my tools away last night. I put all my tools away thinking that I wasn't gonna cut today. So there we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and cut this piece. There's my little triangles, and I'll save these for another project. Yay! We'll leave those there. Okay. And now we're just gonna lay this flat, and it looks great. So let's go over to the other side. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Here we are. Yay! I love starting a new project. So much fun. There we go. Oh, look at that. Didn't cut all the way. That's why I don't like to move my rulers. Oh boy, do I have a dull blade here? Maybe it's a nick in my mat because it's not cutting it. There we go. Probably have a nick in my mat there. Okay, we've got our other 2 triangles. And if I lay this flat, we've got this looking pretty good. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to move this over. And now I think we're ready to do the other side. So let me grab. I'm going to grab 2 more. Let's see. What are you guys talking about here? Oh, awesome. Let me move this out over here. And then we're grabbing 2 more of the bee fabric. And we're going to do the same thing on the other 2 corners. So I'm going to grab my marking ruler here. Line this up corner to corner. And I'm going to grab my little pencil here. And I'm going to make my line. Okay, I'm going to mark this side off. Here's that one. And we're going to do the second one here. And draw that line. And there we go. Okay, we've got our lines drawn, ready to go here. And we're going to line this up. Oh, I did forget to make the X over here. There we go. Okay. Now, let's do the other side. So on the other side, again, I'm going to line this up here. Make sure that's good. And where did my pin go? Try to pin it. Okay, I think that looks great. I think just really taking the time to make sure you're all lined up really does help. And it helps that you have like Becky's voice in the back of your head, right? I don't know if you guys follow other YouTubers too that have little sayings and quirks that kind of stick in your head. And then when you're sewing, you're like, oh gosh, this person said this. And so you have to keep that in your head, and it kind of helps you out, right? I think it does. Kind of helps you to kind of remember some of the steps and things that you got to do and look out for. So I think it's kind of funny to do that. So, alrighty. So we're going to put this down here. And I'm going to be just inside this line on this end here, because I want to flip this over and have more on this side than I have on this side, right? So there we are. And of course, I didn't grab my tails. They're back there. I'll come back and get it. Okay. Just on the inside here. Here we go. Okay, I think I like that. Bring my needle down and grab my threads again. And here we go. Okay. All right, there we are, just outside the line. I think that looks good. And we're going to take that pin off. I'm going to grab the other one, and I'm going to go ahead and do the other one while we're here. Lining this up here. Can't see this side. Can't see the other side. Let's grab my pin, and I'm going to go ahead and pin that in place. Looks good. Line this up here, just outside the line. Missed my threads again. Come on. There we go. Boy, they keep moving around on me. Stay on this side. There you go. Okay, stop moving. All right, I'm having way too much fun today. Okay, needle is down, and here we go. Just outside that line. There we are. Okay, needle up, and we're cutting our threads. Let's move this out of the way and see how we did. Taking this pin off. I'll come over here so you guys can see it with me. Let's see, can you guys see that? Yeah. I have to come back and cut my threads there, but let's fold this down here. Okay, that one looks really good. Don't see anything on the sides. And now let me flip it over this way so you guys can get a better look. And I'll flip this one over. Yep, looks good, guys. I love it. Awesome. Now we just have to make 4 of these. But we made our first one there, and I think it looks fantastic. Okay, let's get this ironed up here. Bring the board back in here. And let's go ahead and do the first one. Let's iron that in place. There we go. Nice and hot. Yay. How are you guys doing this morning? We have a little bit of a busy morning. Had some stuff going on, getting stuff done. Housework mostly. But, you know, got to do what you got to do in the morning, right? All right, 1, 2, 3. I think we're good here, and it's looking really good. I'm excited about it. Let me just go ahead and do the other side. I'm going to go ahead and press this one down. Let the heat of the iron do its thing, right? A little magic, sprinkle, sprinkle here. Let's take this off. Grab my clapper. Let it do its thing. Okay. All right. That looks pretty good here. I like that. Okay. And you know what? I ironed. A little tiny piece of fabric got ironed the wrong way. Let me go back and grab that again. I must have moved my iron. It's a little tiny piece of fabric. I'll show you guys in a second. Just make sure it goes back down. Okay. Very excited to meet Becky today. Oh, yay! Krissa, that's right. She's going to Missouri Star. You're going to meet her there. Awesome. You guys are going to have a fantastic time. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Awesome. You guys are going to have a great time. She's just the kind of person that looks like to be. She's so much fun to be with. And oh man, all those stores. Get a budget in your mind though. Don't go too crazy. Yeah, I'm just like the kids, you know. So jelly. Okay, so here we are. this is what it looks like. This is the tiny, can you guys see this? Tiny little piece that got folded this way, and I ironed it. So I'll iron it again to flatten it out some more. But yeah, it's just that tiny piece there. But it's looking pretty good. I love it. Absolutely love it. I think it came out great. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those pieces off now. So I'm happy with that. Yay. And we'll make 4 more. Yay. Tell her hello from, yes, Cindy. Carissa, you're going to have to say, tell Becky that we all said hello. And, you know, we know she's got a budget. Make sure that Keith is sitting in one of those rooms and being nice and relaxed in those man cave rooms. I'm sure he's going to enjoy that one. But they're going to have a blast. You guys are going to have so much fun. And if you're new, you're not sure who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Becky from Power Tools with Thread. She's got a YouTube channel and she does a live that comes on right after mine. So she's just a hoot. She's so much fun to watch. You can learn a ton from her. So, you know, she's another wonderful YouTuber to look at. And she's going to be heading over to the Missouri Star Quilting Company today, and they're going to have a fantastic time shopping away at one of their wonderful shops that they have over there. So I'm sure that Keith, who's her husband, is going to be relaxing in the chairs in one of those man caves, having a good old time, and Becky will be shopping away. And Chris is going to be there with her, so definitely you're going to have a fantastic time. So take lots of pictures because I really want to see the pictures. I'll be looking out for those. Okay, I went ahead and I got some more triangles here. So we're gonna have a little stack by the time we're done. And then I have cut these all off. So you see the back here, we've got this all cut up. And we've got the fabric here that is maintaining that shape, right, all the way around. So looks good. Got some threads to cut, but no biggie there. But I think we did a great job on that. I really love it, and I think the table runner is going to come out fantastic. I think my mom will really like it. Yay! Okay, so we've got that part done, and then we're going to kind of continue on. Now we're kind of running out of time, so tomorrow we'll kind of pick it up where we left off, and I'm going to see if I go ahead and put just the borders on around here. So those are just putting 2 on this side and 2 on that side. And I'm going to go through the next step of the pattern and see what the next steps are to continue to build this out. So we'll continue to do this pretty much all week. I think we'll probably be done by the end of the week, if not sooner, I'm hoping. So we're going to try to push it right along and see if we can get this in. Alrighty, thanks for reminding me. Yes, you always forget to take pictures, Krista. Do not forget to take pictures, please. We really want to see what's going on over there. I would love one day to go there. That's kind of on my bucket list. Awesome. Okay, yay, great job, yay. I love it too. I think it came out so cute. I really love it. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other 3. So awesome, awesome. Love it. Okay, guys, let's go over to our inspirational quote of the day, as we only got about 5 minutes left. So let's go ahead and move over to that. Alrighty, for today's quote of the day is, behind every straight line of stitching lies a steady hand and a loving, focused heart. Yay! Really love that. So I hope you guys really like that quote and you apply it to your day. And, you know, just behind every stitch that you do, you know, we do it with love, we do it with care, and we do it for others, because I love to just kind of do things for other people. So it's just my thing to do. So I love to do it. Excellent job. Thank you. Yay. I'm happy. Yay. So happy to work on one project from start to finish. Yeah, I did too, Marge. I really like that. You know, just kind of going through the whole thing. And, sometimes we may get stuck on something and it may not work out as good, but, hey, we'll live and learn, right? That's how we get better and better. So I always like to look to you guys for all kinds of tips as well, because, I don't know all that much. I think you guys are the experts out there. So please let me know, so this is really, really nice to do. This is fun to do with you guys. And I just like that you guys are on the journey with me. So yay. Alrighty. I truly appreciate you guys tuning in. And I know in just a few minutes, Power Tools with Threads is going to be on. So we definitely don't want to miss her. And so go ahead and support other YouTubers out there. I see there's 100 Proof Quilter. She's also got a channel out there. And I saw her a couple of times and she's great too. Let's see. Oh, wow. We've got Heather asking for her Michigan friends if anyone wants to meet. So you guys can kind of, coordinate, meet with each other, group stuff together. Those who kind of live in the same areas, get together and do some sewing, some quilting, or just get together for some laughs. Why not, right? This is all about us connecting and crafting and just having a great time. So I hope you guys really do that and just kind of, use this as a tool to connect. So awesome. Love it. Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you again for being with me on my little sewing journey. And I'm going to go ahead and continue on the rest of these 3 other blocks that I'll need to make. I'll use the same exact method and I'll show you the results tomorrow. And then we'll just kind of continue on to the next step. Well, thank you guys all for tuning in. And I hope to be crafting with you soon. Bye, everyone.
So long for now, so long. Glad you stayed a while. Hope you liked my crafting style. Hope I left you with a smile. By now, keep your mind and space clutter-free. Hope your day is bright as can be. So long, my friends, till we craft once again. Bye now, stay crafting. See you tomorrow. So long, my friends, till we craft once again.